Greetings family, peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru and thanks for visiting my channel. This video family is about the despicable things that people have said about the Obamas since they've been in the White House. But yet these same people say they're not racist. But yes, they are racist and we're going to show you. Let's go to the story. So family, before I begin, I just want to attribute the content was supplied by Roger Guffey, who was the writer of this article. With that said, this picture is President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama as they arrive for a presidential Medal of Freedom ceremony in the East Room of the White House on Tuesday, November 22nd, 2016 in Washington, D.C. So family, psychologists have long recognized rationalization as a defense mechanism that people use to excuse unacceptable or offensive behaviors by offering some pseudo-logical reasoning or self-serving explanations. Perhaps we justify that sumptuous dessert because we have earned a reward for sticking to our diet. Or we tell our boss we're sick when we really want to go to the last game of the season. Some of these excuses are harmless, but far too often they are not. For the last 8 years, people who have mounted despicable attacks on President Obama and his family have tried to rationalize their bigotries. Consider these examples. So family, you'll remember a Republican candidate in Kentucky won a legislative seat even though he had posted images of the Obama family as a band of monkeys. But he says he is not a racist. Yes, you are. And then, of course, one can't forget a public official in West Virginia said she'll be glad to have a dignified First Lady in the White House. I'm tired of seeing an ape in high heels. But she says she's not a racist. Oh, yes, you are. And, of course, one can't forget this float in Sheraton, Indiana, where people made a parade float with a sign of President-elect Trump on the sign, and then President Obama in a toilet with a sign in the front that says "Lion African." But they said they're not racist. Yes, you are. And then family, a mayor in Pennsylvania ran a picture of Michelle Obama on a wagon of orangutans under the caption, "Move-in Day at the White House," but denied being a racist. Yeah, you're a racist. And then there's the people who insist that President Obama is not a native-born American, deny they are racist. And then family, of course, a candidate in Tennessee posted a billboard with the caption, quote, "Make America white again," unquote. But he denied that he's a racist. Yeah, you're a racist too. But we're gonna slip this in just for you. And then family, you remember when a gorilla escaped from a zoo in South Carolina, a GOP politician in South Carolina posted a Facebook page telling people to be on the lookout for Michelle Obama's ancestor. But he says he's not a racist either. Yeah, you are. And I think that the author of this article might have gotten that wrong because I think it was when the gorilla escaped from the Cincinnati Zoo, if I'm not mistaken, and not South Carolina. But I could be wrong, but I'm just saying. I'm just reading it as the person wrote it in the article. I think they got that one wrong though. But I digress. And family, after the 2008 elections, some right-wing extremists circulated bumper stickers quoting Psalms 109 that pray for God to kill President Obama, leaving his wife a widow and his children orphans. But they denied they're racist. Yeah. You're a racist. And family, one of my favorite Abraham Lincoln stories relates his encounter with an elitist lawyer who during a trial dismissed him as a rustic bumpkin. Lincoln posed him a simple riddle, quote, "If we call a tail a leg, how many legs does a horse have?" he asked. The smug lawyer replied, "5." Lincoln corrected him, "No, he still has 4 legs because calling a tail a leg does not make it one," unquote. So family, people are free to engage in self-delusion if they wish, but if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and swims like a duck, it is a duck, and these comments are racist. But perhaps these bigots should heed the poet Robert Burns' advice in the poem To a Louise. To a Luce. Quote, "Oh, with some power the gift give us to see ourselves as others see us," unquote. Well, family, I hope you like this video. If you do, please like and share it. And if you haven't already, I humbly ask that you subscribe. Thanks for watching. To all of those who have said some of the most vile, vulgar, and despicable things about President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama, to you, I give you my middle finger. You get no respect whatsoever. You can say what you want, but just remember that every other president also gets the same treatment. Again, thanks for watching. Peace and love to you and yours. I'm out.